I'm answering all questions, whatever you need to know. You guys can ask me anything that you need. I'll be covering whatever type of information that you need, any help, questions. This is the time to do it now. Hello there. How are you guys doing? Any questions that you do have? Like I said, this is live Q&A. Any questions, I'll be more than happy to go over it for you. Whatever concerns, anything that you need, I can go ahead and take care of that. Does work wear off? Well, nothing is permanent. I'll say that. And depending on what type of work it is and how you maintain work, that will be the deciding factor on, if it wears off. Sometimes depending on how difficult your situation is, you may need boosters here and there. Just depends. Everyone's situation is different. So I know that we are early into the chat, but any questions, I can definitely go over that for you. Well, like I said, sometimes when, depending on how difficult your situation was, once you're able to get back with your lover or whoever that may be, sometimes there was so much damage done before you got work that once you finally get the results, you may want to do or get an enhancer or get something fresh just to help stabilize, everything and make sure that you stabilize your work. And hello to the newcomer that just came in. But another thing, you guys have to make sure that you're maintaining. The work can only do so much for you. You can't just get work done and think that it's going to carry you to the promised land. Uh, you have to make sure that you're doing your part. And like I said, if you're back with your target and you feel that some issues are kind of popping up, uh, like I said, those enhancers and getting little things done sometimes, you know, it will help. So by all means, um, if you feel that something may be wearing off or something is an issue, make sure that you always contact your root worker, whether that have been me or if it was someone, whoever did the work. You make sure that you communicate with your root worker. Great root workers are a lifetime partner as well. Um, so, thank you, Mr. John. I appreciate that. I try my best. So yeah, you know, yes, I definitely try to help everyone. Unfortunately, you can't save the world. Some people just don't have the ability to have patience and discipline, you know. So it's unfortunate that TVs and movies have. Hello, Tara Banks. How are you doing? But it's unfortunate that TVs and movies have painted this portrait of waving a magic wand and overnight, you get results, and that's just not realistic. That's what I say. I'm the voice of the people. I've been there. I've been through all the emotions and pain that you guys have been. I've conquered it, and now I'm here to show the blueprint. And I am doing great, Tara. Another thing that I want to touch on um, is that I have a lot of clients that wait till it's very, very late to get things done. And yes, Kenzie, you can always send testimonials and you can post them on any of my videos, however you feel that you would like to do it. That's no problem. But a lot of people want to wait till it's too late or when things are very, very, very bad. I feel that you should jump on problems when they first arise, instead of just trying to hope that things work themselves out. A lot of times things don't work themselves out, and you need an intervention. You need something to sway the energy the other way. This is why you guys get into a lot of horrible situations because you kind of wait too long when your gut feeling tells you that something is not right and you need to do something about this. So that's definitely something. I don't know if anyone in here is listening that is in that situation and you're just trying to wait it out. Waiting it out a lot of times does not work, so you definitely want to take that into consideration. Yes, huge amount. You think about it. Everyone's relationships are, some are longer, some are short, but it's people that have years of damage to their relationship and they want it fixed in weeks. It just, some things you guys have to understand is just not that realistic. You have to be realistic. The quicker you are realistic with things, the better off you will be. Trust me. Just have to be realistic with things. That's my advice to everyone. Well, I appreciate that. I'm always happy to hear when someone is getting results and someone is getting their lover back. Because it's very gratifying to me. Because guys, I've been there, so I know the pain. I know the depression. It's not a it's not a good feeling. You feel like that the world is over and that you don't have a meaning on this planet anymore. But that's just not it. It's just about getting up and facing things for what they are and getting something done about it. And that's the biggest thing. Do something about it. Taking your life back. That's the main focus. Taking your life back. There's no one in this world is going to give you anything. Sometimes you just gotta take it. You gotta take happiness. You gotta fight for it. It doesn't just appear to you. So that's a major thing that people have to understand. So anything, guys. I mean, ask me. Why you guys got me. I know I don't do a lot of lives. I've gotten a lot of requests to do it. I know that I'm very busy. Doing work and things. So it's hard for me to get on here and do a lot of lives. Um, but that's one thing that I think I want to start implementing is the live chat. So you guys can definitely start looking forward to that. Um, because I think that that's best. I want to try to connect with my people as much as I can and try to spread as much as info and try to break through as many as barriers as possible, as humanly possible. Trying to give life back to people. Because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. If you guys know, I know I do all kinds of work. But of course, the number one thing is the matters of the heart. That's one major thing. I never knew before I started doing work how huge the matters of the heart is. So how much time does it take to do work? Well, that really depends. Because you're not, contrary to the things that you may see on TV or some of the other tubers, workers on here. Um, it takes one thing you guys got to understand. It takes more than lighting some candles and making things look pretty. Because the that I'm not saying that they're not legit because I'm not going to throw anyone under the bus. And everyone will rename. They'll remain nameless. But that scene with pretty candles and flowers and everything like that is just not that legit. I want you guys, whoever's listening, to get that vision out of your mind. It's a lot of times it's an ugly scene. It's things hanging here, hanging there. There's some things that's burning. There's some graveyard dirt here, there. There's other stuff going on. Nothing is really in order, you know. Um, so to answer that question, it really varies. There's no set timetable on how long it takes to do work. It takes about 7 days to complete, a ritual anyway. So even the basic casters, pretty much know that. There are some workings that's darker than others that may take a little less time, but for the most part, we're talking about a 7 day completion here. So, yeah. Okay, days of the week. Well, that's another thing. Anyone who knows urban knows that I am not a traditional worker. I've broken through a lot of traditional barriers because I've always felt in my heart, even before work, that a lot of those things are just for show, and it's got to be another way. Got to be. So I've come to find out that it does not matter what the day is. I do my stuff at a specific time because that's just how I do it for personal reasons, not because it wouldn't work if I did it in the daytime. And it could be the things that I work with or whatever. And it could be just a thing that I can do. Everyone has different uh, everyone has different limitations that they can get to. So it's just one of those things. It doesn't matter what day. The moon does not matter. I've heard some silly things. Well, it has to be a Friday. It has to be a full moon. All those movie, TV type of paths that a lot of workers follow. I was the one who took the chances and say, hey, well, they say it has to be on Friday, so let me try a Tuesday. They say it has to be at night, let me try it in the daytime. They say it has to be in a beautiful altar. Well, let me try it on hell, the floor. I've done work in a car in the beginning. I've done it. It really doesn't matter. Everyone does things differently, So, not saying that the people who do, work, on certain specific days and times aren't real. It's just things. Things are a little bit different. It all depends. It all depends. Yes, appreciate that. And like I said, I mean, in me, you guys get more than a worker. You get someone who tries to give you your dignity and your soul back. Because when you guys come to me, you don't have your soul because your soul is being tampered and owned by the target. So you no longer own yourself, if you can get what I'm saying. So you not only get the work, but you get an advisor, therapist, if you want to look at it that way, where someone can show you the ropes and help you to get your life back, so you can be able to have a life with or without the target. That's the thing that a lot of people miss, but that's the biggest key. The mind is the biggest thing, especially when it comes down to manifestation. The brain, it controls. You guys got to think about it. This whole world runs on energy. So why do you think, if your brain can control everything in your body, why don't you think that your brain can control other things around you? Energy, things that come into your life. Is this a biblical thing? Speaking things into existence, believing things, having faith. It's not just me saying that. It's written. It's written right there in the book. You guys can go and look. I'm not a Bible aficionado, but it's in there. One of those scriptures. You just about believing and having faith. And a lot of you guys don't have that. So like I said, it just is very gratifying. I wouldn't care if 30 people came to me at once and only two people got what they needed. I feel bad for the other ones, but if I can hear a good story from whoever, it does me great. Because it makes me feel, you know, glad, because it's not fun for me either. You guys don't understand, when workers do your work, the ones who are legit, they take on your emotions so they can feel what you feel. So it's, you take us through a roller coaster too. So you guys, aren't alone when you're going through this type of thing. You're not alone. Guarantee you on that. But I really look forward to doing, you know, more work for you guys, and I'm gonna start doing live Q&A and other live things, more. Try to interact a little bit more. That's one of my goals. So, I got more work coming on also as well. Trying to make things a liting bit stronger. I got some other things that I'm working on. So you guys stay tuned. And definitely want to make sure that I bring that to you. So you guys know the contact information. You guys know how to reach me. It's in the description in every video. I'll be definitely looking forward to hearing from you guys if you ever need me. Um, so for now, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys have a blessed day, and make sure you guys contact me. And I appreciate that as well. So